Ladies and gentlemen, everyone also know what is happening in this world. When we see on the Assams also that floods are also happening, and landslide also happening in many northeast area parts also. And if we see on another parts, then there are also same things as right now here. Because in many countries, many states, many different regions have got many things different. There is like landslide, there is like the flooding, there is earthquake. Many things happen in this world now 2026. So this is only in 2026, or this will be happen in the future. So today we are going to understand with science that what is happening in our futures, like around in 2027, 2030, or maybe 2050, around 335 to 175 million years ago. If we see that the lands right now is not happening same as right now, because the continent is on that time is only one, that is Pangaea. So the first landform, that is Pangaea. So Pangaea is the first continent. So even there is no brockhead, only one, that is Pangaea. After that, they becoming like years, million years, then they changes, starting changes. So every year the Earth continent's movement is day by day, like little bit movement. Every year the centimeters is moving. So Pangaea breaking apart around like 200 million years ago. On that time, Laurasia and Gondwanaland, that's two part of the continents, has divided on that times around like 200 million years ago, because these two parts are two different starting against, because the continent movement starting on that times, and the middle, so there is one rivers. If we see here, or example, if we see back to the here in 2026, then we see here on our continents there is 7 continents, because we have different parts of the continents, but on that time there is only 2 continents. The first, there is one continent, after that we received the 2 continents, and after that right now in 2026 in this modern world there is many continents we found here. So the first one, that is South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia. Like example, we says that Oceania also, and lastly that is Antarctica. So these 7 continents is right now present, but in history if we see, then this lens is not only this one. So maybe like that in the future also it will be changed. Future there will be, we see that 200 to 300 million years Earth continent changes few unlimited per year. So these continents make the fire offering. You can see on a map here that these continents make the fire offering, because in these situations, in every part of the countries that they face on this place, then rings that if we see on a map here. So in this map, the first one, is Japan. Japan have a lot of earthquake happenings, and even this ring, like the place where they touch the continents or maybe the country, this have almost got more earthquake than normal place, because that's why the scientists call it a fire of ring. So here is always like continuously active volcano present, and still now also if we find, then this is still working. How the fire of ring is formed? So the fire of ring is like around 300 million years ago, like arrangement of plates and oceans on that time, and that they becoming around like 200 million years ago, around the time that is Pangaea. On that time, we call right now that is the ring of fire. We call that. They still changes. So this is not remaining, so it still changes in every year. There's little bit the centimeters, the continents is moving. We see 2026 earthquake happenings, then we can see here there's many countries happening, not only one country, there is major countries is happening these things. So first, that is Indonesia, 7.7 magnitude, and the second, that is Philippines, that is 7.8 magnitude. After that, Venezuela faced the problem, that is 7.5 and 7.2, and after that Japan also faced like 7.2, and also Mexico also 7.3 magnitude, and Colombia is also 7.4 plus magnitude, and Peru is also found that is 6.7 magnitude. This is still right now into August, maybe something like that. So this is what is happening continuously. Even worse, if we see back then, this year's is worse things, these earthquake happenings. because many buildings are destroyed, many people die from the earthquakes, because of why? Because of the ring of fire. But the scientist says that this is not causes because of the ring of fire, because this is the natural happens. But exactly, if we see, then the continent is also moving, and yeah, of course, this is the danger signs. If we see the ring of fire, then this is also very dangerous for our futures. So we cannot predict. So the scientist also says that we cannot predict what is happening and what is going to be in the futures, that what the continents will be look like, because they don't know about these things, because this is unpredictable, how they move the continents, how they try to move the continents, because they don't know about this whole thing. So this fire rings is very disturbance, and this fire of rings is very dangerous, because if we see on Japan's, then Japan's also discovering about these all things, and then after that they got tsunamis, and tsunamis they got that very big tsunamis also happening because of the earthquake. Because if we see on the ocean grounds or the sea grounds or the Pacific Ocean's ground, then there is a active volcano happens, is still now also active volcano. So these situations always crack downs, and then the earthquake is happening, because if we see on the ground that there is like tectonic plate, we can say that tectonic plate, if we see on a down that tectonic plates always move a little bit, then this will happen about earthquake. So earthquake is like very dangerous in a natural disaster also, if we see on the history then. So these things can protect from the tsunamis. That's why the Japan countries peoples of the governments are making the protections of this coastal lands. If we see on the picture here, then we can see that coastal lands have protected from the tsunamis. So in even the buildings also, they create protections from the earthquakes also. Even we cannot protect in the future, because of why? Because this fire of ring is very dangerous. They can crack it, whatever, we cannot predict it. Even scientists says that. So hope you all understand what I'm speaking right now here. So if we see on the ground, if we see on the deep down that what is happening this all, then definitely we will find a lot of things. So what will happen in the future will tell. So today, this video, as much as you can share this video, thank you very much.